something to say. Tell me that your love is here to stay, but all you ever do is walk away. All you ever do is leave me waiting. I gotta put you in your place. Get a new player for your game, boy. I'm sick and tired of the chase. Tell me what you came for. I do what I'm good at, the story of my life. Don't trust a writer, cause I'll pen you out of mine. Don't take it to heart, to heart. Thought loving you was good, but leaving you was better. Now you on your knees, and I'm just like whatever. Your voice like a gun and your touch like a knife. There's nothing left, got no dog in the fight. Yeah, you got me good, but what I did was better. Better for me. Yeah, what's good for me. Can you handle your own medicine? Take it with the silver spoon you eat with. Maybe with the poison on my lips that'll kill you when I say leave it. I do what I'm good at, the story of my life. Don't trust a writer, cause I'll pen you out of mine. Don't take it to heart, to heart. Thought loving you was good, but leaving you was better. Now you on your knees, and I'm just like whatever. Your voice like a gun and your touch like a knife. There's nothing left, got no dog in the fight. Yeah, you got me good, but what I did was better. Better for me. Who told you that you keep what you lost? Keep your eyes on me and watch me walk, walk out. I got no problems with you gone. Fall asleep without me cause you lost, lost, lost out, out. Thought loving you was good, but leaving you was better. Now you on your knees, and I'm just like whatever. Your voice like a gun and your touch like a knife. There's nothing left, got no dog in the fight. Yeah, you got me good, but what I did was better.
So I have a question for you here, Kinsman,
All right.
and I know you got those prizes ready to
Yes,
leap off
ready
the
to
seat.
go.
I'm excited about them
I'm excited
too.
about the prizes too.
But
Wheel winning
I
is
have a
always
question
exciting.
for you. So did you know that this week there was a stat holiday? You knew that, right?
Yes, Canada Day.
Yeah. You were Googling how old Canada was before the show the other night, by the way.
158
Yeah.
years old. We are.
Hey Siri, tell me how old Canada is. But is it the iPad almost gave us the
almost
answer.
wanted to give us the answer.
Is it weird that tomorrow, like, do you feel a little bit off because tomorrow's Friday and the beginning of the weekend? I guess.
It kind of feels weird, yeah.
Yeah.
We had a second Sunday in the middle of the week.
Second Sunday.
It felt like a Sunday.
Did it?
Well, Sunday night, you're celebrating Canada
Yeah.
Day and back to work again for
Well,
a Monday. We had 2 Mondays and 2 Sundays in the same week.
Naturally, I'm a little bit funner than you, Kinsman, so I called it a second Saturday.
A second Saturday?
Yeah, things can get a little more fun on a Saturday.
A little bit more wild at the KLOMP campsites.
Well, listen, with 100 kids running around, everything's wild. But yeah, so
Yeah.
do you feel like more energized or less energized?
A little bit more energized. Yeah, it's nice to have a bit of a pause during the week.
A pause, yeah.
Yeah, and get out there and celebrate. Maybe a little bit too much exertion. Put people. Maybe other people are thinking differently. Maybe a little bit tired. But no, it's nice to have a bit of a pause during the week.
Okay.
And again, celebrating Canada's big 158th day birthday.
Okay, well, there we go. So the answer is it's just business as normal, but you got
Business
a
is
break.
normal. Yeah, you get a break, and you do feel a little
Yeah.
bit rested.
Because I know a lot of people that say they can't believe tomorrow's already Friday because there was that stat holiday.
Yeah.
Though a lot of people worked. We live in a mining community. A lot of
A
people.
lot of people worked.
Work is normal.
Yeah. The delivery trucks were working on Canada Day. A lot of people choose to work again. Yeah, if you're working underground, you're picking up some big bucks with the stat holiday.
Do you choose to work or have to work?
A lot of people
both.
choose.
Okay.
Maybe they're voluntold, the newbies, but a lot of people I know love the paycheck when they're digging gold underground or doing whatever.
Yeah, hey, listen.
Part of mining.
You know,
especially
much
on a stat holiday.
we love our mining community.
Yeah, we do.
All right, pal. Listen, that's enough of that. You didn't give me a clear answer like always, but I know who will. We got 2 amazing guests.
Yes, we
and
do.
We have the wheel of winning.
Yeah.
But you're only going to talk about one prize because the second one, our guests are going to.
Yeah. We've got a secondary prize tonight, but first of all, we have $25 Matagami River Fries Inc. So if you've never been, Mount Joy Pavilion, Glenn and Sylvie, absolutely amazing with that fry truck. Best burger. KLOMP still has it as his top burger of all burgers that he's tried. And we're also giving away one family deal, 1 hour of bowling at Midtown Bowl.
Wait, so you added a third prize?
So a third prize.
Yeah, well, you got 3 prizes.
Okay,
today.
well, this
You
is
are feeling
no.
frisky.
Well, this is technically one prize.
Well, there's 2
But
of them
someone's
in
going to
your
win.
hand.
Yeah, someone's going to win all of this. It is
Yeah.
one giant prize.
Yeah.
But the $25 from Matagami River Fries Inc. and Midtown Bowl going to be added to our secondary add-on tonight.
All right.
Yeah, from our guests.
So you are fun. You threw us a curveball.
Where I'm throwing you a curveball.
Okay, enough of those hijinks. We got tremendous guests here, by the way.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
If you're a fan favorite of the Timmins Museum, you're going to know these familiar faces. We've got Paul and Caitlin from the Timmins Museum joining us.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
How's it going? Now, when you came in early, I already warned Kinsman about these night at the museum jokes. We got that. Yeah, you're bursting, right?
I'm like bursting at the seam. I'm sweating.
You had
a
it-
sweat. I wanted to use that.
You had that loaded up, I know.
You ruined it. It's
On your
wah,
whiteboard,
wah,
it was
wah.
huge.
It's even right there. It's crossed off on the whiteboard now.
But the night at the museum, which I know you folks have heard multiple times, they are great movies. But despite hearing it often, that must have been a positive boost to the museum business, right?
Yeah, I would say, and from things that I've read and looked at, museums kind of, last century, 20th century, museums were kind of these older places where you thought you'd have to be dragged there by your parents or your school, and you'd learn about boring history. And I think that movie just kind of changed people's perception of what museums can be, that they're actually really cool, exciting places.
And if they take tours, things just might come to life, and maybe not in the movie sense.
We got him going. See,
But
we
no, this
opened
is
up the
exciting.
can.
Right? When people are walking through, the artifacts aren't hopping to life, but you folks as curators and attendants, I want to say, Paul, an attendant from the museum, and the new curator, we wanted to welcome and congratulate Caitlin for
Thank you.
taking over the new title.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You get take the tours and educate people on what the
Yeah.
museum has to store and in store.
Absolutely. I don't always have the same amount of time as I used to in my old position, but
Right.
when I do get a chance to get out and talk to people and share my love of history and the love of the history of our community, it's definitely the best part of my job.
So let's start. Let's backtrack a bit. So you do have you hold the head title at the museum, and I totally understand. It's a complete team effort. But let's start with yourself, Caitlin. So how long have you been with the museum for?
So I was hired as a contract researcher in 2018 and never left. So did research, and I was responsible for creating and installing the permanent exhibit of the history of Timmins, which is still there.
That much. So growing up, did you have like a passion for history and archaeology and maybe even just Indiana Jones or whatever, exploring? Did you have that adventurous side to you? Did this leave, or this passion came later on?
I'm an avid traveler. I love to leave Timmins whenever I can. I'm always going off places. But I really wasn't super into history growing up. It wasn't actually until I finished my university degree and then kind of went for academic counseling and like, what do I do with this Bachelor of History now? what can I do?
Yeah.
And one of the things was, you could create museums. And so I'm like, well, how do I do that? And so I ended up doing a postgraduate program, and it clicked. Everything kind of fell into place. Like, yep, this is definitely what I want to do and what I'm really good at. And so it kind of just, like a lot of things in my life, it kind of just happened.
The dominoes falling into place.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
working with the best, you've taken off the baton from the great Karen Bachman.
Yes,
She's probably a great mentor that you looked up to.
Very knowledgeable. I learned a lot of things with my time with her, and I'm able to take those with me now and bring the museum into a different and new, exciting direction.
Yeah, we want to talk about that a little, because even before we chatted about a partnership, it was definitely very obvious that the museum is trying new things. I want to talk about that in a second, but I want to dig in the Paul here a little bit. There.
Let's dig into Paul.
We have two.
Yeah.
No, it's not Dr. Phil, even though we should do one of those one night. How long have you been with the museum for?
Well, I was just there a year before Caitlin.
Okay. Yeah.
We've been working together for quite some time now.
Yeah.
So I started working in 2017 of September. So this will be 8 years.
Okay.
I know. But it's an absolute pleasure going to work every day. It's such a privilege to work where I do and to have that contact with the community as well. So it doesn't feel like work.
No, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah,
And again, taking tours, you get to meet people from all over the world that come to Timmins to visit. You were just on a tour today, the Heritage Home.
Absolutely.
You must love the people you meet every day.
I do, and I love to tell them about Northern Ontario's best kept secret, which is Timmins.
Yeah.
How much gold we've produced. Put it this way, if there wasn't a gold discovery in Timmins, there wouldn't be a Toronto Stock Exchange, there wouldn't be a Bay Street. There was a 24-hour freight of gold from here to the Royal Mint. It's kind of an incredible economic driver, even today. So the more people know about us, I think the better.
You can tell already, and I've seen this from being in the museum, like both of you are very passionate about your jobs. And wherever you go into a workplace, it's pretty obvious to tell people who work to work, because most people do. But there's an extra perk if you love what you do. Not everyone's fortunate enough to have that. And I can tell when we go into the museum and how you're talking about the museum, you both landed into roles, a place that you're very passionate
You
about.
love working and going to work every day to educate people.
Absolutely. And I think, and I'm sure Paul will agree, but what makes us love our job so much is we really are such a strong, I have the best team ever. And I always tell them, like, you're not allowed to go anywhere. But we're a really close staff, and we really care about each other. And I think that really makes the difference as well.
When I in my previous career, when I started a new position, especially if it was a management position, you know, you would get an opportunity to work with the the person exiting the role. But I'm like, I don't know, I'm coming in with a new paper, I'm changing everything. But I'm always a big advocate for change, respecting the past. So it sounds like a little bit, or maybe a lot of it, you folks tell me that's happening at the museum. You're testing the waters. We saw a Jaws poster not too long
how
ago.
awesome was that?
Like, this is cool. So tell us a little bit about what the museum looks like in 2025.
It's very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really are trying some new things. I think, like I kind of mentioned, I want to kind of change people's perception of what museums are and what they do in our community. And a big one is just, it can be a space for really anything. One thing I kind of learned over the last few years is, like, try to find as many opportunities to say yes as you can. So, and then working within the different partners within our community, we're really trying just really different things. I've looked at, kind of what other museums are doing elsewhere, what's working, and then, what might work in our community. So one of the things was, it's Jaws just had their 50th anniversary this year, and it was the award-winning movie of the year. So we thought, who doesn't love Jaws? I mean, I'm a huge Jaws fan. So we thought, well, let's do, we're trying movie nights this year. So we did that, and we made it super interactive. People dressed up, they brought their pool floaties. We had like a punch where people could put the fake blood in it. And, we just made it really fun, and we had awesome feedback about it. And so we thought, yeah, people are looking for really different things to do, and we want to try to be that place. And then most importantly, we want it to be affordable, because just traveling in Niagara Falls, I learned that is not an affordable place for the average person.
It is not.
Things get pricey, and a lot of people don't realize
Yeah.
the admission to the museum is FREE. It doesn't cost a cent to go through the doors.
Yeah, exactly. So we really want to stand by that and offer everything that we do. We want to offer it as to the least amount that we can possibly do it, and make it for everyone.
And feeding off other museums, I know different museums do different things and maybe showcase different exhibits. Do you feed off other museums and say, hey, let's have traveling pieces from theirs come here, and vice versa?
Yeah, so part of our, we're called the Timmins Museum National Exhibition Center. We're the last national exhibition center in the country. So part of our mandate, part of our why we exist, is that we bring in shows from all across Canada. So earlier this year, we had a show from Ottawa, from Angenium, which is kind of an amalgamation of a few different sites, but they put together different types of exhibitions. We're going to have another show from them in September called Soil Superheroes, and it's all about soil and kind of how agriculture works. And so part of the kind of some of the changes I want to start doing is bringing in a lot more family-friendly, interactive opportunities. Working with our programmer, Monica, like we kind of have some new things we're going to be trying over the next couple of years. So our part of why we exist is that we bring in other shows, as well as local ones as well. We work with a lot of local artists and different clubs, like the Porcupine Art Club. We have them every year. The Northern Ontario Art Association does their exhibit every year. So when I say we have a lot of partners, we have a lot of partners. When I wrote them out last year, it was really touching to see how many people we really get to work with all the time.
I want to get to a question we have from Joanne, and then I have a question for Paul. She says, I remember before COVID happened, they were bringing in a mummified body. That's the last person to witness the Leafs win the cup. Sorry, we have to get shots. Is there still a plan to do that?
Maybe that was for the Egypt show?
That was from the ROM, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was parked there for quite a bit.
Oh,
it
it
was
was here.
parked at the museum.
Yeah,
So we got that show for longer than we bargained
Everything
for.
kind of froze.
Oh, because of COVID.
COVID.
You had
It
the
parked. We're not taking it back.
It mummified even further.
Yeah, so that That body stayed with us.
Yeah.
Yes, you're part of the team.
It's still haunting Timmins Museum.
Oh goodness,
today.
I hope not.
Yeah. So, you know, when as a kid, and we're talking like in the 80s, I know when my parents used to say, let's go to the museum. Oh, like I'd rather watch Knight
Like,
Rider
they think
or
it's
the
a
Dukes of
snooze fest.
Hazzard or play road hockey or ride bikes. But just as similar to the library, you know, the culture has completely shifted, and we're hearing it and we're seeing it, where it's more attractive for people of all ages. And I'm sure it's important to get the younger generation through the doors. And personally, when people say kids these days, I find they're more energetic and eager to learn new things. We just want to ride bikes and play street hockey. I find kids these days are open to like a million more things than we were.
They have the world in their hand
Yeah.
with their phones.
They really
They're
do.
hungry.
Everything.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, trust me. I
want
think,
some knowledge.
I think
Yeah.
they're one step up on us. I don't tell that to my kids because I want them to think I'm still the boss. But,
Yeah.
So my question is, Paul, after all of that, is that always in the back of your mind when you folks discuss new things and activities and exhibits coming through, that it has the widest age range as possible, or do you target a certain audience, or
Well,
does it-
absolutely. I mean, the more interactive it is, the better. And I feel like shows that are designed to be on the road now, that are on the national circuit, often have those components. So if you can touch it, if you can smell it, if there's visual, you're going to get all sorts of people through the door. I mean, that really is down to it. And there's some fabulous shows on the national circuit, and we've had quite a few of them over the years.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can really see it, and
It's tactile. Again, like we're talking about the phones or screens or whatever, you can't really be in any sort of important contact with that. So this is where museums come in. You're looking at artifacts, you're looking at objects, you're looking at photos, you're looking at, again, a mummy.
right.
Or walking through the Heritage House
walking
and
through-
seeing some of the artifacts that we
Yeah.
lived in, in
Yeah.
this city.
You get to go back to
during the mining
1936
days.
into a
Yeah.
time capsule that people absolutely love. And some people remember them, some people grew up in those houses. A lot of people.
Probably brings back a lot of people asking questions.
Absolutely.
Say, hey, my grandparents used to live in these houses.
Not only that, it's one of
Yeah.
the first examples of a prefabricated community in Canada. I don't think a lot of people know that. We're talking about that again. We're going back to our past. You know, how can we solve the housing crisis? Well, there were some good ideas 100 years ago.
There really was.
Need to recycle them and bring them back to the forefront.
And that's another part of it.
I've always said this, you know, I always joke around and say Billy the Kid and them had it right. The railroad system is something that's so
Need to bring
important.
the railroad back,
to
which
have
they are.
safe
Yes.
travels of just transportation and goods throughout our country, the railroad. And we had it right in the 1800s. You're correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
I did that?
Yes.
See,
Get it
Kinsman?
right.
Did you learn that at a museum?
I learned that at a museum and also watching Yellowstone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Back to the Future.
Yeah, maybe
Is
Back
that
to the
good?
Future.
Yellowstone.
I'm in the Yellowstone now
Okay,
with my
yeah.
guy Rip, okay? He's the most handsomest dude out there. I love this. I'm trying to be like Rip.
Obsessed with that
Yeah,
show.
yeah, of course.
We are obsessed.
Yes.
Want to rewatch it.
Rip is the man. But they have a way of life, and you're right, Paul, just going back to what you're saying. I think we had a lot of things right in the past, and maybe we overthought things. And you can learn about these traditions and what things work by visiting the museum. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well said.
History's very cyclical. It repeats itself.
It repeats itself.
Yeah.
And again, every person who walks through will, experience the museum, as they say. They'll take in different pieces, and I'm sure you get a lot of questions, a lot of different questions.
Yep.
Every time someone walks through the door. Paul, for your tours today, what are people asking? When they come through the Timmins Museum doors for the first time.
Well, when I take them to the Hollinger House, they ask, well, how much was it to rent? You could rent a house like this for $10
Right.
a month.
$10 a
Adjust for
month.
inflation, that's about $220. But
Oh.
the average miner made something $20 to $21 a week, which is something like $400 odd dollars. So I mean, super affordable. And people are like, gosh, don't I? I wish.
Right,
You wanna
yeah.
know what my rent is?
Yeah, right.
Yikes. But also, the Hollinger took care of their employees an awful lot, not only keeping them employed throughout the Great Depression, because if you happened to be in that line of work, job security, but they also covered health before universal health care. We were still a ways off before that was happening in this country. So things not to be taken for granted.
I find, there's a lot of debate in this community about building a new, some people call it a swim, but I call it like a complex for all sports. Swimming, ice pads, basketball, whatever it may be. And I come from a very passionate sports family, so I do agree with all these things. But let's not forget, in our community, there are many people, more than we know, that are passionate about arts and culture. And we're getting better at this, but we're not quite there yet at providing opportunities for these people to explore their interests. And once again, this is going back to the generation. I know a lot of kids who play basketball, but also are into drawing. They are into hockey, but they also want to be in a play. And we have, I'm finding we're getting better, but we need more places for them to express that. And whether you're playing music, you're drawing, however it may be. And the museum's a great example of what we have in our own backyard. And so I don't think you should ever hesitate to go out there and explore these things, because you'll find there's lots of people just like you with similar interests.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we get busier and busier every year. It's a great problem to have. We're not sad about it.
No, and again, one of the best, if not the best, local gift shop in the north is hiding out at the end of your tour when you first walk in. It's right there at the Timmins Museum.
Well, it's always free to enter, but we'll take your money through the gift shop.
Well, again, people you see people who tour. Where do I get Timmins artifacts or just cool little knickknacks? The Timmins Museum is where to go.
Kinsman, you didn't laugh at Paul's. That was a great joke he had.
I laughed at
it.
that.
Says laugh at Paul's joke right on your eye. I'm laughing with you, Paul.
That's the Timmins Museum iPad.
It's just because we skipped the night at the museum bit. Paul, that was hilarious.
Well, thank you so much. Night at the museum. That's just us any other night. It's working late, okay? That's me rattling behind the collections.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. It is a beautiful store, and I have legitimately brought tourists, who come to Timmins.
Oh, well, thank you.
Through that gift shop, yeah. But let's talk about the big event.
Yeah,
primarily what we came. We have
Thursday next week.
This is a
July
50th birthday party, an anniversary.
So
Absolutely,
excited.
it is.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do something fun in the summer, and one thing that I remembered as a kid about our museum, which used to be in South Porcupine, is the teddy bear picnic. And I actually found a photo of me circa 1992. And that was kind of the inspiration. I was like, hey, we're trying to do some throwbacks this year. We brought back the old logo. And we thought, let's do another throwback. And apparently 90s parties are a thing this year, which I only learned about last week. So I guess I'm ahead or behind. But we thought, let's do a throwback to 1992 and do the teddy bear picnic. So that's kind of the theme. Along with that, we are going to have a teddy bear doctor on site. So should you need your teddy bear, if your teddy bear needs some medical attention perhaps, or you just a little checkup, we will have someone on site for that.
No health insurance necessary.
Yeah, no insurance required. Free, of course, free medical care for the teddy bears. And we're going to have some live music. So we have the LaPointe family.
They're awesome.
They are incredible. I'm
Phenomenal.
such a big fan of them. And so I'm like, we have to get them here for our event. And they're so great. And such a beautiful example of a community music group. They're just the best. I'm a big fan.
They're the hardest working family band in town,
are.
and they're doing
They're
2
just the
sets for
best.
us.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're awesome.
And their
2 sets.
daughters learned to play during COVID.
Yes.
Is
which
that right?
Yes, they did.
It's such a great
gosh.
story how they came to be what they are today. So yeah, we're going to offer an afternoon set, so from 12:30 to 2. So if you want to catch them on your lunch break, and then we're going to do another one at dinner time from 5:30 to 7, so you can come after work. and we have a free barbecue all day.
Yeah, free.
All day.
Free is free. It's
Yes.
it doesn't cost anything to attend. And again, 12 to 7.
Yes.
That's a lot of hours of
Lots of
anniversary
burgers.
fun.
Yeah,
It's a lot of meat.
Come eat.
Come and eat. Who's at the grill there? Is that Paul doing up the hot dogs?
You know
and
what?
the
I
burgers?
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
You'll see me everywhere. Maybe
Paul is everywhere
I'll be working on a teddy
the
bear
time.
as well. I'll be
Yeah.
I'll be here. I'll be there. I'll be in the Hollinger house. I'll be selling doodads.
Right.
And if
Our
you
jack
burn
of all
and if you
trades.
burn anything, you just say this is an old artifact from the 1800s
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
and get away.
Yeah,
Put it under glass.
Yeah.
You can put it on display.
Yeah.
we could.
There have
So-
been weirder things on display.
Are individuals required to register ahead of time, or you just show up the day of?
You just show up. Yeah, so we're going to have a special designation of the Hollinger House that's happening at 12. So that's going to kind of kick off the event. And then after that, it's just come hang out. We're going to have different activities, popcorn, cotton candy, the squeeze squad will be on site.
Yeah, doing some lemonade, eh?
Yeah, and we'll have a scavenger hunt in our exhibit. We'll have Hollinger House tours. We're also going to have a special exhibit of some of our favorite artifacts from the museum that's going to be on display as a way to celebrate 50 years as a museum. So, yeah, I mean, just a lot of stuff, and most importantly, it's going to be free for families. So we want
Lots of
everyone-
fun. It's not every day you turn 50.
That's
Again,
right,
the
yeah.
50th
Yeah, that's
anniversary and the birthday for
I'm
the Timmins
50,
Museum.
so me and the museum co-align
yeah,
almost.
you can
Yeah,
put
see?
Clonk
Yeah.
can be your next artifact.
Born in
You
75?
put Clonk in there.
74.
74.
I
Okay.
just went over 50.
Oh,
Okay, there you
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
look remarkably well.
Well, let's talk for another hour
That's
about
it.
this.
He mummifies well, doesn't
I
he?
mummify, yes.
No, what's your skincare routine?
Well, I'll be going on
Yeah.
forever. You got to
Okay,
exfoliate
okay.
though.
Yeah, don't get pocket. He'll talk.
I'll
about
go.
it.
Exfoliation is key though, Paul.
I need some help.
Connie says my stepdaughter went to the teddy bear picnic in Thunder Bay, so that's my hometown. It's huge down there, and it's a tradition that's been
Oh,
around
Shout
for
out to
a long
Thunder
time.
Bay.
And she's saying never knew we had them here. Well, we do now, and this is a genius idea. It's
It
such
is.
a beautiful,
It's an awesome
fun.
idea.
Like even I'm bringing it. I know what I'm bringing. Okay, I'm bringing my Vaporeon, but it's just it's a beautiful event. It's a lot of fun. And you get to see a lot of cool teddy bears, and you'll get kids of all ages bring their teddy bears.
Absolutely.
It's super cool.
And
That's what
again,
we want.
knowing that the doctor's on site, if it's
Yeah.
missing a button here or there, get them all fixed up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And again, all free of charge.
free, which is great.
Yeah, free is the best price tag on this planet right there.
Well, and you mentioned you have like a long list of partners that respect the importance of the museum and continuing the museum, but also where you're going. You know, to me, that's an easy decision to partner up with the museum. Yeah.
Yeah. We really want to be a place for everybody, so the door's open for everyone.
Maybe one day we'll be on the museum wall 1,000 years from now. Look at these two nutballs that
years
lived
from
in the
now.
mall with their wacky colors.
Well, first there was CKGB, then there's KINZ and KLOMP.
Yeah,
right.
there we go. We have something to look forward
We
to.
got
making
something
your
that-
mark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
we
right.
are making our mark.
Yeah.
That's right.
And again, the museum still making its mark. And again,
Yeah.
if you've never been to the Timmins Museum, here's the perfect opportunity to stop on by. Again, 12 to 7. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Was there anything else either of you wanted to mention that we haven't had an opportunity to do so?
Oh man.
Well, I could just continue chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Chat
just
all day
don't
long.
just come for the party. Come all year long.
Well, that's it.
No,
Come
that's it.
every
Yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah.
and again, dive into the knowledge that Paul has when
Yeah.
you're taking your tourists on tours and displays.
I've
of the
still got a
museum.
lot to learn, but
But you're educating people as they go, because you say when people come in here, if you ask them the question 9 times out of 10, what's the biggest gold rush in the history? They probably think the Klondike Gold Rush.
they do, which I resent, actually.
I love that passion.
What about the porcupine?
Yeah.
And we're not done yet. That's
And we're still mining today.
77 million troy ounces and counting.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's not even the right number anymore.
I feel like it's always changing.
A measly 12 million ounces. Come on.
That's what the Klondike was?
Yeah, don't make us laugh.
Yeah, come on, kids. Settle down, kid. Don't make it.
It's like,
Get
hold my
serious
beer here.
Yeah.
Of course,
As we-
there's more to our community than just economics and the richness that's in the earth. It's the richness that's in the people that live here. It's in the stories that we get to tell. It's in the outdoors. people down south, they absolutely love coming to Timmins, and they can go in any direction 30 minutes and you're in the bush.
Yeah.
It is priceless. It really is.
It really, yeah. When you talk to folks who live down south, they cannot believe the setup here. And then to top it off, say if you're camping, if you have to go to a convenience store if you need something, there's usually a convenience store like 5 to 10 minutes away from most spots. Like everything's so accessible.
Yeah, super accessible.
Yeah, we really are quite lucky. For sure.
We're very fortunate. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
again, Caitlin and Paul.
Yeah,
from
they
the
are
Timmins
awesome.
Museum. Again, the 50th anniversary next Thursday, July 10th,
Yeah.
12 to 7. You do not want to miss this. Again, a teddy bear picnic, free barbecues, music, live
Face
entertainment all day,
painting.
face painting. It's
Yeah.
it's a day. And again, a great day to, if you're looking for something to do that's
Yeah.
inexpensive, free is the price
Yeah,
tag.
and we
next
and we
Thursday.
had heard comments with people, especially with larger families or any family. Life's gotten expensive. You want to do something with your family. You can't afford to do everything. Some people can't afford to do much because
Yep.
you got to make sure
No.
you have a roof over your head.
need to nip and tuck, and,
thank
yeah,
God
it's
for
hard.
people at the museum that are putting these events on us with free costs. It's awesome.
Yeah, and a big thanks to all the sponsors and your partners that back this to make it free.
Absolutely. We
They
have
keep supporting you.
like we said, we've got a beautiful community that's full of support, and we would not be anywhere where we are had we not, taken care of our partnerships that we have within the community.
Amazing.
That's a high five for that one.
Woohoo!
High five.
Can
a little
we
bit
Do I got to do
far
a fist
away.
pound or
There you go.
whoa? I'm mixing it up on the fly.
There we
You're
go.
not-
Way over.
You're not
I'll do
close
the
to
air.
this.
There we go.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
There you
we
go.
go.
Trying to fit in. It's perfect. You need one of those go gadgets.
Go gadget
All right,
arms.
so we'll be right back with the wheel of winning.
Yeah, we got the wheel of winning.
didn't
Oh, we
even
should say
mention
the
prize.
Matogamy River Fries and Inc. $25
Yeah.
and a family deal for Midtown Bowl, and we've
And-
got an added prize
Yeah,
from
we haven't-
Paul and Caitlin.
We haven't even
from
shown
the
it yet,
museum.
have we?
Oh my God, we almost
See,
forgot.
we almost
yeah,
forgot.
This
All
is
right.
cool, by the way.
Can I
This
bring
is.
it out now?
Yeah, you
you
can
can.
show.
We're
Yeah.
just talking about the gift shop, and I was
Yeah,
just
well,
Yes.
let's talk about what someone's
let's get
going to
into
win
some
tonight.
of these goodies here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
look at this.
Okay, well,
kids.
this is our new tote bag, especially designed for our 50th anniversary. And of course, features prominently the head frame here, but within, we have our best selling t shirt, Life is Better in Timmins, Ontario, with our year of incorporation, 1912. Is that camera one? Are you picking this up?
Yeah.
We've got I have to show you this. Hold on. So this is a cocktail menu from the Matogamy Hotel that we've reissued.
Really?
It's from the 60s.
It's
And
pretty cool.
A dry martini, how much do you think that would cost in the 60s?
In the
I'm going to
60s?
say 25 cents.
No, I
No?
say 85.
Ooh, extra dry, 75 cents.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
close.
And I had to read it twice because the amounts of alcohol in here are staggering. But
What? That is sweet.
it is very, a
very
part of our
cool.
history. And also, you get free one-year membership at the museum, which entitles you to
wow.
15% off in the gift shop. Also, our great reciprocal program. We have over 50 other sites where you can visit, and you can we can tell you a bit more about that. Memorable Miners. This is a great, I call it bathroom reader. Keep this nearby.
Right.
What else do we have? We have some Ontario products here. This is Sadie and June. My Heart is Here, and it's a little map of Timmins you can wear proudly on your bag or on your shirt. We have this, Fearless Heart, and they're another Ontario company. So that's genuine leather with Timmins right there. Keep your keys, your boat keys, your house keys, your other partner's keys, whatever. And then finally, stay hydrated with Bottle Smith. And that's a nice bee motif.
No kidding. Look at this prize.
Yeah,
What an
it's
amazing
just-
prize pack.
Holy.
It's deep.
Yeah, it is deep.
Yeah, in the next anniversary club, you'll be in the bottom left square.
Yeah.
I will
down
be in the
here.
bottom
Right
there.
there.
I
What
would.
a-
Museum.
I'm easy to draw with my bald head. That is awesome. All right, so we got
That's awesome.
a trifecta.
A trifecta
Oh,
of
thank you.
prizes, Matogamy River Fries Inc., Midtown Bowl, a family pass, and a swag bag from the
Yeah,
Timmins
like it.
Museum.
That
from
is
Paul and
super
Caitlin.
cool. That is
That's
super-
awesome. And the
All-
PIIB Insurance Inc. Wheel of Winning.
Yeah, we'll draw that right when we come back from the break.
Sweet Freeze Timmins now carry ice cream. Come and grab a cone today, 175 3rd Avenue, or online, sweetfreeze.com. And week 1 is underway, and you can still register for week 2 at Camp Bickle. Sign up or sponsor a camper today, campbickle.ca. Be seen with Wood Green Advertising. We are 705-288-8446. And Boreal Home and Decor, where style meets comfort. Explore their perfect furnishings today online, borealhd.ca. And the Absolutely Everything Car Wash at Esso on the Run is $10. Sale on until July 15th at 562 Algonquin Boulevard. And the final count is in. Together we raised $3.1 million for the Walk for Alzheimer's across Ontario. And Tuesday, July 8th is the grand opening of All Bake Fried Chicken. Stop in as all customers that day will get 5% off. Set your summer in motion at Mikey's General Sales. Save $2,000, enjoy 2.99% financing on select models, and power your boat with reliability and performance. Stop in today, 1301 Airport Road. In Timmins' only gluten-free restaurant is the Flourless Fox Take Home. Gluten-free foods, homemade fast food, and bakery located 89 Cedar Street South in Timmins. Celebrate your pet's birthday with Pet Value. Millie and Marge did. Stop by Pet Value Timmins Square or Hollinger Court, Timmins today. Do you like our new Timmins Square studio? We used Mindful Living Interiors. Call Jen today for residential or commercial design and more. 705-951-0908 or online mindfullivinginteriors.com. Need a paint job? Then call Timmins Student Works Painting. $5 million liability, 3-year warranty, and full WSIB coverage. Call today for your free quote. 705-363-0800. 997 Suzanne Street is sold with Albert Seal and Katrina McInnes from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. And your house could be next. Call 705-465-3493. And a new stock of raw beef neck bones are in stock this week at Spoiled Rotten. Chewy, meaty, boredom-busting snacks for your canine. Call today, 705-288-0859, or stop in, 407 Wilson Avenue. Get your tickets now for the Porpoise Stampede and Rodeo, August 23rd and 24th in Porpoise Junction, online, porpoiseag.ca. And call Jessica Gervais to discuss all your real estate needs at Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Call 705-363-0136. For traditionally marinated chicken shawarma and Yogan Fruge, you need to stop into Burrito Guys in the Porcupine Mall. You can even call to place an order, 705-579-2057. Your one-stop do-it-all home hardware store is Timmins Home Improvement Center, 89 Wilson Avenue, 705-264-6433. And happy 4th anniversary to Quilts for Survivors. As of today, they've handcrafted 7,478 quilts for survivors. Voted best burger and fry platter in the North, that's Matagami River Fries Inc., located at the Mountjoy Pavilion, 705-269-3663. And for everything you need printed, try 3D ForgeWorks and Typo Press printers. If you can think it, they can print it. 705-267-6238. And sign up now for Dare Timmins classes this fall with Dare Timmins for grades 5 and 6. Email LemieuxRick@yahoo.ca. And play around this week with Don Marcoux at the Mini Putt and Batting Cages. Stop by today, located in the back of Hollinger Park. And Canadian Tire Timmins now carry live minnows, leeches, and worms. Stop in for all your live bait this week. And Timmins will play host for the upcoming provincials this month. Located at Partissa Park, follow all the details and more, TimminsLittleLeague.ca. And home of the $13 lunch specials and boozy milkshakes and more, you need to try Sparks Pizza, located 206 3rd Avenue, or order online, sparkspizza.ca. Sled wraps, vehicle wraps, and graphic design and more, that's 13 Designs. Email Sean or John at 13designs.ca. And tickets are on sale now for Rock of the River, July 18th and 19th at Hollinger Park. Come watch the Headstones and Brett Kissel and Cooper Allen and more. Tickets at rotr.ca. Click and buy is now an option at Timmins Hyundai. Buying a new Hyundai just got easier at timminshyundai.ca. And happy 90th to the Schumacher Lions Club, giving back to organizations since 1935. And for more on the We Count Talk Show, follow Mel and Mel. You can email them, info@theconnecthers.ca. Buy now and pay later at J&R Custom Cabinets, 369 12 months OAC. Design, build, enjoy, 1150 Riverside Drive. And it's worth the drive to Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. And the best insurance of the North is PAIB Insurance, Inc. They have your back and the coverage you need, located 101 Pine Street South. Book a family deal this week at Midtown Bowl, starting at $59.99 per hour. Call to book your fund, 705-267-3500. No job big or small for DAP Cleaning Solutions. They now have dump runs added to their services. Call today, 705-465-3500. In Jurassic World, F1 the movie, and Megan 2.0 are all on the big screen this week at Imagine Cinemas. For tickets and showtimes, log on to imaginecinemas.com. In July 12, 12 to 2, it's Timmins Square's Kids Club's Carnival Day. Come for some free cotton candy, face painting, fish pond, and more. Win double-line prizes every single session with Jackpot Days at Jackpot Time Timmins, 251 First Avenue. It gets set for the first urban park market of the summer with the Downtown Timmins BIA. Follow all the details this week, downtowntimmins.com. And enroll for fall classes at Northern College. With more than 75 programs to choose from, your future career is waiting for you at northerncollege.ca. And the best glass and mirror replacement in the North is Canada Glass, located 95 Wilson Avenue. And the most trusted courier in the North is Timmins Courier Service. Contact Robert Champagne today to move your packages, 705-266-4285. Building trust one roof at a time, that is right at Timmins Roofing. Call them today, 705-262-3684. And whether it's a birthday, party, wedding, corporate event, or more, have the pop-up balloon shop spice it up. Call Ashley Richards today, 705-288-3253. And book your summer detail now with the best in the North, the Shine Shop Crown Timmins, 705-268-4855. And you're invited to the Timmins Museum's 50th Anniversary Barbecue and Teddy Bear Picnic. Happens July 10th, 12 to 7 at the Timmins Museum. And Lucian Transportation are hiring for Timmins and Cochrane. A $2,000 sign-on bonus, and it's paid training. Next session starts July 7th. Call 705-360-4090. It's still time to register your child for kindergarten this fall with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Visit online ncdsb.on.ca.
All right, so how awesome are those?
Awesome.
Did you know what I was going to say?
I know. How awesome were those two amazing people?
I was going to say, how awesome is my skill switching between things during the sponsor break-ins? And you said how awesome, so it's on you.
You are. Yeah.
But even more awesome are the folks from the museum.
Yes, Paul and Caitlin.
I love their passion and energy, and they're trying a whole bunch of new things, fun things, free things, family things. It's
trying to add some vibrant energy to the museum. And again, they've done just that. And again, if you haven't been, if it's been a while, a perfect summer activity and adventure is take them on a free tour of the Timmins Museum. And again, Paul will be your personal tour guide and take you through all the artifacts. Caitlin as well.
Let's not forget the big celebration, July 10th, 12 to 7. The Teddy Bear Picnic, which is A+ event, by the way. I've been to one many times in Thunder Bay. You're going to have a blast. Barbecue, face painting, cotton candy, crafts, celebration of the museum. This is
50
cool.
years, yeah. And again, you're encouraged to bring a lawn chair, bring your teddy bear, your favorite teddy bear. And
What do you bring?
Paul, well, I'm going to have to find a teddy bear and maybe a lawn chair and head on over. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Free barbecue, hamburgers, hot dogs on the grill, live entertainment. Again, Claude Lapointe and his family going to be there performing.
You don't own a lawn chair? What do you mean find one?
I'm going to go dig out one in the shed there.
What are you sitting on? A tree stump
No,
or
we've
what?
got a chair. I'm not going to bring a plastic like the Adirondack chairs.
Oh, you got the white ones. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, pal.
We got blue and green.
You ready for the Wheel of Winning?
Yes, we are.
Triple prize pack?
The trifecta.
Yeah, the trifecta coming up right now.
The Wheel of Winning, brought to you by PAIB Insurance Inc. We are real people dealing with real people. Locally owned and operated in downtown Timmins, 101 Pine Street South. Call toll free 1-844-360-5300. All right, so here's what we're giving away tonight. $25 to Matagami River Fries Inc. at the Mountjoy Pavilion. One free family deal from Midtown Bowl. And this amazing Timmins Museum swag bag for the 50th anniversary. And again, one lucky winner is going to win all of this delivered tomorrow. And the winner is Cheryl Daly. Congratulations, Cheryl. You're a big-time winner on tonight's show as we celebrate 50 years with the Timmins Museum.
I was cranking the music when her name came up there, Kinsman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Raise the roof. Cheryl Daly is our big winner.
You're like, when you go to the club and want to hear a tune and someone just yaps in your ear the whole time.
The whole time?
I tried to crank it.
Can you rewind that Guns N' Roses track?
Yeah,
there?
that's right.
I blabbed through it.
But congratulations, Cheryl. You got such an amazing prize, by the way.
Yeah, that is quite the pass there. Family deal, Midtown Bowl, $25 to Matagami River Fries Inc.
Yeah.
And again, an amazing swag bag of artifacts for the 50th anniversary. Coming up next Thursday from the Timmins Museum.
I want that Matagami menu.
That is neat. And again, if you go to the 50th anniversary teddy bear picnic, you just might be able to pick up your own menu.
Okay, so this is Thursday, which is the last live show of the week. Want to say this: the Wonderland trip, Sunday night. Bus leaves at 11:55 p.m.
11:55.
5 spots left on the Wonderland trip. So if anyone's adventurous, wants to join us, it's a real hoot. By the way, it's a real blast. And come see Kinsman cry on a roller coaster, walk around, join us for some fun. So if you want to send us a DM if you're interested in that. And otherwise, we will check folks out on Monday from this spot anyways.
From this spot. We should say, we are going to be on the trip, but we do have an amazing show planned for Monday night. Again, if you're tuned in, we've got Spoiled Rotten joining us. Melissa LaMarche and Harper going to be joining us in studio. And again, you have a chance to win that amazing prize pack from Spoiled Rotten that you had a chance to share and still have a chance to share that post to win. So that's what's going to happen.
All right. You said it all, pal.
Said it all.
You said it all. Good night, everyone.
Say don't so
young, running wild, chasing stars into the night. Never knew where I belonged, just a fire burning bright. Took the long road, lost my way, thought the echoes call you home. Through the dark and through the rain, I was never quite alone. Oh, oh, feel it in my soul. The winds are changing, I must go. Oh, oh, feel it in my soul. And so really I need to know. So don't wake me up till I find my way through the highs and lows of my faith. Let the words be on, let the moments fade. I'll keep running till I find my way. Find my way, find my way. I'll keep running till I find my way. Find my way, find my way. I'll keep running till I find my way. Going back, it's good mean. Every road was meant to be. Every heartbreak, every scar, just a lesson to set me free. I won't fear the gray unknown, and I won't wait for time to slow. Gotta chase it while I can, cause tomorrow's never told. Oh, oh, feel it in my soul. The winds are changing, I must go. Oh, oh, feel it in my soul. And so really I need to know. So don't wake me up